Yup. Mm. Okay. Mm. 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 You hear that? I can't play the rest because of YouTube restrictions and copyright infringements and possibly getting sued. Okay, that was just a little quick 15-second instrumental. Don't come after me. Wasn't the full song. Sorry. But look, we gotta celebrate. The king is back. The legend. The king, the legend, the face of New York, Brooklyn, whatever you want to call him, the legend is officially out today. Bobby Shmurda. Yeah, matter of fact, yes. Round of applause. Round of applause for Bobby Shmurda. Officially out. And damn, I feel like we need some music from him or just need him in general. Y'all remember back in the day, Bobby Shmurda, especially when he popped up onto the scene, he was like everything. I remember so much memes, so much content, so much music videos, so much talk, conversations, gossip, drama, everything like that type of stuff surrounded around Bobby Shmurda for a reason though, you know what I mean? But don't get it twisted. At the end of everything, at the beginning of everything, Bobby Shmurda got bars. He got bars and his shit slaps, and that's a fact, okay? His shit slaps, and that is a fact. But the reason why I call him a legend, because, man, he'd be the perfect he'd be the perfect guest on this podcast. Why? Because he's also hypocritical as fuck. Nah, I'm not a lawyer. I didn't follow everything too crazy in depth and go into everything in detail. But I will say he is most notoriously known for basically and essentially kind of snitching of himself on the track. You know what I mean? Like word for word, bar for bar. And was basically saying how he did everything in the song, in the music. So some people were looking at him like, yo, what the fuck you doing? Like, you crazy, you know? And other people was just like, yo, it don't matter because that shit's hot. And then the feds came and got him. Very hypocritical on that point. But what makes him a legend is because his shit slaps, right? And then when it came to like the cops and the feds coming down and cracking down on him, they wanted him to give up information. They wanted him to snitch. They wanted him to give all this other stuff in exchange for his, essentially his freedom. And he kept true to his word. Now, I get like some of y'all might not be like, why does that make it a legend? That makes no sense. Here's why. Because in the era that we live in right now, and with all the stuff going on in the world between other artists, they are going to be quick to snitch. You know what I mean? Listen, that's not my thing. Meaning like that whole era, that not even era, that whole, I don't even know what you would call it, but that whole thing, that whole freaking, I'm far removed from that. Okay, back in the day, might have been a different story, but now, listen, far removed from that. Okay, but anyway, I call him a legend because of stuff like that, and because the memes that he's created. Yo, I got to give a shout out to Charlemagne. I know you're listening. Not. I know you're watching. Probably not. But the fucking fire memes that came with everything, especially the best one that I've seen to date, right? Upon his release, because he was released just today. They put one of, I forget exactly what it said or how it went, but basically it was like Bobby Shmurda's hat, that white the white fucking Knicks one with the blue brim. It said Bobby Shmurda's hat coming back like Thor and his hammer. And they show the hat coming from like space coming down. And they had his music playing in the back. And they had it coming down like a rocket or like a meteor. And it was going and it started engulfing in flames. And then it finally got to him and it was just like straight to the music video, That shit, I'm not even doing it justice. I'm not doing it anywhere near justice like how it should. In that, you got to go watch it. You got to go see it. Look up See the God on Instagram and you'll see his post that he put for it. It's amazing. It is amazing. Oh my God. Shout out to Bobby Shmurda. Again, I know you're watching. I know you're listening. Probably not. But the king is back. So hopefully we get some music from him soon. And yo, Another thing too is I read somewhere, I don't know how true it is or with like the gossip with this with all that, but supposedly he'd been arrested for like 5, 7 years, something like that. I forget exactly what it was, but I remember I read that his homie Rowdy Rebel, I think his name is, he was supposed to do 12, but they came to him and it was like someone got to do this much amount of time, and supposedly he was just like take off 5 years for him and I'll do the 5 years or something, or 7 or 5, something like that. But basically, he took time for his homie to do less, and that's why his homie Roddy Rebel just got out a couple months ago, and now Shmurda is out now. So that is dope to watch, to see. Now, if you're the outside looking in, if you're so far removed from all this shit and you have no idea what I'm talking about, or if you think that it's stupid, sorry, I just thought that part was dope. But yo, before we get into anything else, here's what I'm trying to figure out too. Why does it take, kind of random, but why does it take babies? Why is it such a struggle for them to go to sleep? You know what I mean? Like, how come one of the biggest things you always hear with parents, like whenever the baby starts crying or a baby starts getting frustrated or start rubbing his eyes and everything, it's always like, oh, he's got to go to bed. He's tired. Or it's like he's fighting it, or he or she is fighting it. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, why can't you just go to bed? Look, close your eyes, go to bed. If you're tired, close your eyes and go to bed. Why is it a struggle? Look, watch. You see how I just did that? Why the fuck can't you do that? Now, mind you, I'm sure I did the same thing when I was a baby, right? And obviously I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I never understood that. Why does it take forever for you to go to sleep? Just close your eyes and you'll fall asleep. Now, this is like baby, baby talk, right? So you're probably like, yo, they are babies. They don't know. True. I'm just talking shit, and I'm just saying that because my son refuses to stay asleep throughout the night, and it's constantly a struggle. And it's a struggle putting him to bed. Parents, if you are one, have you gone through that? How bad was it? When does it get easier? At what point is it just like, oh, they finally sleep through the night, right? Because my son's like 9 months already, and is not sleeping exactly through the night like how all the parents say. And that's also weird too, because this dude, he wakes up, and for whatever reason, he finds the need to just literally just get up and just start crawling whatever direction. He's not walking yet, but he's like damn near doing it. And I don't get it. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, is he sleepwalking? Did baby sleepwalk this early? At 9 months? Do they sleepwalk? I don't know, because it feels like he does, right? Anyway, off topic. Listen, what a weekend. What a weekend. Parents' night, parents' weekend getaway. Play dress up. Have dinner. Stay at a hotel where we didn't have to worry about cleaning up after anybody. Brunch the next morning. Mimosa with good friends. That's pretty much all I can give. But I'll say this. It was fun and definitely needed. Forget how normal, I'm not normal necessarily, but like how fun it is to, just to get dressed up and go somewhere and just go to a dinner, It's like we've been so fucking secluded and closed away from all this social stuff that, we forget something simple like getting some, like I said, some real nice clothes. I'm not talking about like jeans. I'm not talking about like, some fucking joggers, which is what I have on right now, but actually getting dressed up and having dinner, How often does that happen? How often does are we fortunate enough to be able to go out and do some stuff like that? Because we did that. We went out to a dinner. We all got dressed up and went to a dinner, and it was dope as fuck. And it was a good feeling. So it's like those things I feel like, I guess taking advantage of, but I guess not really, because it's just dinner, you got to eat. But either way, it was fun to do. Got dressed up, had dinner, got a nice hotel, passed out because I was drunk. And the next morning, didn't have to worry about cleaning anything. Granted, we didn't make like a crazy ass fucking mess. It's not like we tore the place up and straight up demolished a bunch of shit. Because don't forget, I did pay the damn deposit, and you want to get that money back, right? Come on. That's everybody. But yeah, so just got a hotel, stayed somewhere in the morning. woke up in the morning, and then we had brunch reservations, right? So we went to brunch, ate a good ass freaking meal that we had, and some mimosas, and then after that, it was back to reality. Had to come back to the kiddo, But I say that to say that was the first weekend we had, us and the friends. That's the first weekend we had where it was like not a worry about any kids. It was just straight up adult time. So they do for the parents, and sorry that I keep talking about that, but how often do you get those adult weekends, adult nights? How often do you, have to like do whatever you want to do and not have to cater to something else, or have to worry about picking up a kid later, or a babysitter? How often? Because I'm already thinking about the next one. You know what I mean? I'm thinking just like next week, next month. What can we do next? How do we get this next one going on? Sounds kind of messed up to say, but yeah, we just have fun. We just have fun. New area, new city, new everything. Dope as fuck. And just being able to have the mimosas again. Now they were kind of, they weren't bottomless. You know what I mean? Bottomless mimosas, that's shit. Bottomless mimosas. Here's the thing about bottomless mimosas, though, for y'all that don't know. Bottomless mimosas will either make you or break you. It'll be like the highlight of that brunch, highlight of that morning going into lunch, or even like as a pregame thing. You know what I mean? You have it as a pregame thing going to, I don't know, more drinking activities that you're doing later, or just kicking it with friends. But those mimosas, the bottomless ones, they are either going to be like the waitress or waiter or whatever location that you're at, bartender, whatever. They're either going to skim you out on the drinks and not hook you up, and you're going to be like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? Because it's bottomless. You're going to feel like real acidic from all the orange juice, and it's going to hurt your stomach. And then you might end up in the parking lot of a billiards pool place. People play pool. You might end up in the parking lot throwing up in a parking spot at 3 p.m. Has that happened to me? No. But have I been around it? Yes. Or you might get the ones that get hooked up. You might, you might get the bottomless mimosas that keep on coming. And it's like, they bring the little glasses. I forget what exactly they're called. Shooters, some shit like that. Basically the champagne glasses. And it's like foggy. It's still clear with a little tint of the yellow, for the orange juice. That's how you're getting the hookup. When they have the little, it's not full yellow. It has, you can still, see somewhat clear. You know what I mean? That's when okay, they're hooking them up. And you're about to be faded. And don't drive. And you're going to end up ordering Taco Bell. Or possibly Buffalo Wild Wings. Speaking from experience. But, so the bottomless mimosas will, especially the clear ones, will do the job if you go to the right spots. Here's a couple of the ones. Okay. One time we went to Vegas, and it was at the Hard Rock Cafe, and they had the bottomless mimosas going. I think it was the last time that you could have got it. I think it was until 12, like in the afternoon. And so I remember we showed up like 30 minutes beforehand, and we was like, yo, we're trying to take advantage of the bottomless mimosas right now. We have 30 minutes. And the girl was just like, I say less. So she was putting the orders in, bringing them out. And before we was even finished with the one and the first one they had ordered, the first freaking drink, she was already bringing out the second one. So we were literally 30 minutes in, just chugging and then chugging and then chugging. And then to her credit, she kept saying too, she was like, come on, you guys have to finish this. Keep them going. She kept saying, you guys got 30 minutes. You have to finish them. So we were slamming them shits. And at first it was like, cool, slam it. And it's just like, of course, it's like you got the adrenaline going, you know what I mean? You're like 30 minutes before it's last call, or 30 minutes before it ends. And you're kind of just smashing them. And then reality hits after that. And it's like, oh shit, bad idea. Slamming a bunch of mimosas within 30 minutes, it's going to fuck up your stomach. It's going to hurt. Not in a, like, you're going to end up in the bathroom type of, stomach mess up, but it's like your stomach is just going to hurt from all the acid, Not that type of acid either. But it's going to hurt, you know what I mean? But it was worth it. I'll do it again. For 30 minutes of bottomless mimosas. Let's go, okay? Hard Rock Cafe. Another spot that's really good if you're in the Sacramento area, or if you're not in the Sacramento area, but you're looking for a good spot to eat during brunch, if COVID stuff ever goes away. But one of the spots that we like to go to is Rio City Cafe. Been there a couple times, a couple birthdays. Selena's birthday, we was out there. Pretty messed up too after all that. May have been that billiards night. We don't know. I'll leave it at that. But bottomless mimosas will make or break you. But that was a weekend. That was the weekend that we had. And it was pretty chill. Pretty excited to come back. I wasn't excited about going to work the next day. Wasn't excited about going to work today. But hey, that's life. But anyway, yeah, so the hypocritical, finding something that's hypocritical this week. Found it already in Bobby Shmurda. And he's back. We'll see how he does. I'm pretty hyped for a couple different things. So we got more projects coming out. We got more projects that we're working on in the future. I got a bunch of ideas that I want to run by and that I want to fully just put out and do everything. But I understand that there's a process of doing everything. And I know that there's a rollout. I know that, I don't want to put too much on my plate that I can't exactly handle, because I feel like sometimes it's like I am getting over my head and I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm doing too much shit, but I'm able to get a lot of the stuff done. So that's why I feel pretty confident within that. So I got some new segment pieces that I want to do spread out in some upcoming episodes. And then I want to start getting into shooting some little series for the YouTube page, for the YouTube channel, because the YouTube channel is just growing and growing, and obviously it's not the biggest platform out there. I don't have a fucking plaque or anything like that, but I want to incorporate some YouTube series type of thing in that. So I got ideas. I know we did a 1 chip challenge, which, by the way, I feel like, no joke, I feel like I'm still feeling the damn effects from that 1 chip. That shit sucked. That shit hurt. And it was really hot. I kept I had within the first 10 seconds of biting that damn chip, my acid reflex was already you know what I mean? It gave me the hiccups and it gave me the sniffles. My nose was all runny. And I was tearing up, getting made fun of tearing up. Lily kept asking too. She was like, "Are you crying?" I'm like, "Do you not see these tears? They're not tears of joy." Definitely was crying. Did you see Herman? Y'all seen Herman on the YouTube clip one that I put? That shit was hilarious. If you haven't watched it, definitely go watch that shit. But I feel like I'm still feeling the effects from it. It wasn't so much of the chip having the burning sensation of your mouth, because you do have that, but it's literally only for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, and then and then even after that, even after the first 5 minutes, then you're just like, okay, I can kind of, mouth some stuff. I can kind of speak a little. I can kind of do this and that. At the 10-minute mark, then you're kind of just like, okay, yeah, it's gone-ish. You know what I mean? So you can kind of resort to kind of going back to your normal stuff, kind of not. But it's more so of the after effects once it's in your actual stomach. Once it's going through your digestive tract and your fucking intestines and all this stuff, then it's at night, it's just oh shit. For whatever reason for me, the chip was just it felt like it was stuck right here, right underneath my sternum. And it just hurt. I have my chest tattooed. I got my sternum. I got I call it the Rihanna tat, the one underneath your titties, And then I got my stomach tattoo too. That shit, that shit hurt too. Don't get me wrong. That shit definitely did hurt. But all tattoos hurt. Come on now. Let's be real. But the chip right here in the middle, I felt that. And I felt like it was just stuck there. And that was just all night, fuck, dude. And it was I feel like I could feel the heat from it too. You know what I mean? So that shit was stuck right there. And then you kind of hold on to that one throughout the whole night. And then specifically going into the morning, it's just a wrap. It's a wrap. In the morning, you still feel that. And it's I felt I legit, that morning, I remember I was going to the bathroom every 20 minutes, damn near just okay, we're going again. Okay, we're going in again. And it just felt hot, So this isn't no promo for the 1 chip challenge, but I'll say this. If you are worthy, if you feel like you can do it, if you're feeling confident, if you're feeling ballsy, I will order that chip for you. I'm not going to do it with you, but I will order that chip for you. And then you can come do it on the episode. So if you're interested, let me know. But I wouldn't recommend it. And on top of that too, I saw a bunch of them online too. And they was just like, some people were just eating them and then right away was just like going straight for the water, going straight for the milk and the everything. And, you know, some people were like straight up, geez, yo. Some people were like, didn't even take anything. I couldn't do that. But the way we were trying to do it is from the time we put it in our mouth and by the time we started chewing and swallow, I had Corey start a 60-second timer. So we're supposed to have it just like the full effect for the 60 seconds, you know, the minute. And then we would have the water or the ice or the milk. Like I had the milk prepped. I didn't know there was ice. Herman had fucking ice cream. I didn't even know he had gotten ice cream. I kept thinking like, where the fuck did you get ice cream? Because I would have got the same shit too. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got the ice cream. Smart by him. And yeah, so it was basically that first minute, do it without getting anything. And then afterwards, then you can finally come in to getting all the stuff. So, oh my God. I'm still, even just thinking about it starts making me sweat. Even just watching this, because sometimes, you know, like once I put it, because I like edit everything, you know, and that we do here. And sometimes I'll watch it or on TV, or even too, it'll pop up in my feed. I don't know how the fuck, but it's cool. Oh shit. And I'll see it and I'm just like, ugh, you know, or I'll show people and just like, huh. Like we was at my homegirl Maggie's house. It was her son's first birthday, right? So we went over there, took the kid over there, had some cupcakes, kicking it, and I started showing them the video, you know, online on YouTube. And I was like, yo, nah, like y'all, like if y'all want to do that, y'all go ahead, but like, nope. And even just watching it, you know, this was like a week removed from it. And me watching it yesterday, I still was just like, no. Like I could feel myself like about to start crying again. That shit was hot and I was sweaty. I was fucking sweaty. Anyway, I say that to say too, that I got more stuff like that in the works, you know, maybe not like the one chip one, but more stuff like that coming in the works for the podcast. And I got these segments that I want to start introducing and a lot of cool shit. So we are looking for people to do that. When I say I mean just me. I just like saying we because I feel like it's a team. No team yet, but it'll get there. And yeah, looking for stuff like that. But yeah, I kind of just fuck that chip thing. Sorry to keep talking about that damn chip thing. But okay, last thing on the whole chip thing. Okay, I noticed that there was some ones that were orange, and we had a straight up black one. I can't tell what the difference is. Me personally, this is probably not true. This is probably straight up bro science and false. But I just feel like the black chip is spicier and hotter than the orange one. There, I said it. I don't know why. I have no evidence to back it. Maybe just because it looks more intimidating. That shit looks like the fucking Grim Reaper, and this shit just looks like a spicy nacho Dorito. Well, that's how you could probably get people. Trick them out. But yeah, I feel like the black chip was the worst one. Oh, yeah. But yeah, so I'm happy now too with the set. The set, you can kind of see this one. You know, we got some like new overflow stuff thing going on. The set is like officially been, you know, redone. Kind of I've noticed I've changed it like 2-3 times. You know, it's still, the podcast is still in its early infancy stages. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to have everything set up, like from the lighting, the background, some props, you know, some stage lights, some practical lighting and stuff like that, you know. So still getting that all fully set, but I feel confident in what I've got built up right now at the moment. And next episode, I'll have a guest on, which I'm pretty excited for. I'm pretty excited for the next guest that's coming on. Can't really say who just yet, but the next one, pretty excited just to have the conversation one. And it's a person that I'm like genuinely, there I go with that fucking word again, genuinely interested in. And I feel like they have a lot to offer for the podcast. And you'll be able to see the full set in that too. So that would be cool shit. But yeah, so other than that, not much going on in the fucking in the personal life, not much going on in the fucking business / work life, other than just setting some goals and, trying to get them all figured out and trying to meet that, Oh, but I will say too is I can't say too much about like my actual work, but okay. I drive some shit for work, right? And motherfuckers who drive a lot, they get tired a lot. I get tired of being on the road. Like I see the road all the time. They call it a lot of window time, I'm not a trucker, by the way. So no, that's not what it is. But I drive a lot. I see a lot of road. And there's times that like at the end of the week where I go like say if we all want to link up and go somewhere. I'm just like, oh no, like I just drove, to the Bay Area fucking 3 times this week. And there's times where I'm like, I do not feel like driving. And there's times where it's like I have an opportunity to go back home and visit family. And I'm just like, no, I don't know if I want to make that drive this weekend. Because, this week I drove like freaking already like 600 miles. And for me to go back home, it's like 3.5 hours. So that's like, 300 something there and back. It's like another 600 over the weekend. And it's just like, I don't know if I want to do all that. Right. But I'll say this. I do see some random shit on the road. I see like normal stuff. I see accidents. I see a lot of people on their phones. I see a lot of people, a lot of women specifically, putting makeup on, 2 hands, fucking knees on the steering wheel, and a phone. I don't know how the fuck y'all do that. No judgment, but I see stuff like that. And then occasionally I'll see the what the fuck moments is what I call them. It's when you look and you're just like, what the fuck? Driving wise, right? There's no joke. I can't make this up today. Today, driving home from work. I'm driving. I see this car. I mean, it's kind of like light traffic, nothing crazy. But I see this car, like from my side mirror. I see it kind of, doing a little swerving. Nothing crazy, but doing a little swerving. And I see it, hit the freaking those things. What are they called? The thing when you're like falling asleep and it goes do 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 do. That thing, whatever it is. I see it kind of hit that and then goes back in the middle. I'm like, oh, they're probably falling asleep or they're probably like on their phone or some shit, It's getting close to me. And look, what do I see? A kid. A little kid. And I don't mean like little person. I don't mean he just looked young. I mean a straight up like had to be 11 years old. And I know it looked like that because they were way too hyped to be driving. Their head, they was like, this was the steering wheel. And it was like barely like this. And they were just like straight up grinning ear to ear, just like this, and just mobbing. And I couldn't help but think, first of all, how, what the fuck? Second, where are their parents? But also, where are you going? Because this was a straight up freeway. I'm not talking about like, I'm not talking like exit or intersection or street type of shit. This is a straight up freeway. What kind of shit is that? Oh my God. Even me, I've never, like, I drove a little, but nothing like that. Not straight up freeway. Maybe like on a fucking, like I held the steering wheel or some shit like as a kid, Not a straight up freeway. So parents, yo, watch your kids. If you're older brother, older sister, or a sibling, and any matter of fact, it doesn't even have to be that. If you see anything like that happening with a kid at 11 years old, straight up whipping that shit, that's a problem. Where we at? What are we doing? Oh my God, I can't believe I saw that shit. Anyway, I want to wrap this up with giving the quote of the week. And this one's a little different. This one's a little different in that it's not so much of a quote, it's more like a phrase or a saying. And this one I've like blocked with, gravitated to, and it's actually an idea of mine, a piece of project that I might get done too. And it is that you don't have to be ready, you just have to be willing. And I'll say that again. You don't have to be ready, you just have to be willing. So think about that. Think about that, and I hope that it helps you out in whatever bind you might be stuck in, or if you're on the fence about something, or if you feel like you're not ever good enough, if you're stuck, if you're stagnant in any situation, you don't have to be ready. You just have to be willing. So take that, enjoy that. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new to this podcast, it's a weekly audio and video piece that you see just like this. I bring on guests that range from like friends, colleagues, people that I'm just here we go with that word again, genuinely interested in, family, solo ones like this, and it's all over the place. But I'm your host, Albert Fig. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I'll catch y'all next week. Peace.